In data world, what is a mesh? What is a contract? Mesh is a kind of network with nodes. To be simple, imagine nodes in your brain which are neurons, or cells in my drawing. Take an example. A data can be the weather forecast. A data can be the flight schedule at the airport. One example of links between weather forecast and flight schedule can be the date and the time. What do you expect from a data contract? You expect to have clear definition of data, for example. Why a clear definition of time and date format is important. It is important to accelerate correlation between weather forecast data and flight schedule data. Same as your nerve cells. I spent 5 hours to draw an Appidays talk from Dr. Simon Harrer, expert in data mesh architecture. In 3 minutes, with this drawing, you will learn how data contract is now possible. Data contract is taking inspiration from famous Open API contract standard. Data contract. Is it a major evolution for data mesh? We just defined together a data mesh as a set connected nodes. Each node is a data assets. Data assets in data mesh are organized by domain. Do a step back, and each domain would be responsible of their data contract. For example, flight schedule data assets are defined airline transportation domain. Operational data via API is often the source, like airlines, airports, air controllers. What kind of contract for operational data? In operational world, Open API or Swagger is the API contract for REST JSON. Open API Standard, a specification for API contract as a technical document describing how to access server with secured protocol. At a specific path. For what kind of data? With some filtering parameters. The format of the data. With a standard data model, Open API is an API contract for operational data. Data contract is implicit in Data Mesh, the famous book from Zhamak Dehghani. But do we have an open standard? Why we don't have similar contract for data scientists, data engineers, data analysts? Data contract is here to provide not only the model definition shot examples of data, but also terms and conditions, cost, usage, limitations, ownership, visibility on data quality, risk about personal information or data limitation, SLA, service level agreements between parties, accessibility and consent definition. Data contract is now possible with this new open standard, taking inspiration from Open API data contract. This is contract. Don't consider just the SQL command in your database as a data mesh contract. We have now a real standard for contractual data product. Great. Data product is going to have its data contract. Data product is no more an abstract concept for data mesh. Subscribe to get anchors for your memory. Subscribe to get abstract on other topics. Subscribe to increase your knowledge in 3 minutes. Use data contract to prepare the data mesh transformation. Start simple and grow, step by step. Data contract is going to a major evolution in data mesh. Manage the traceability of the data. Build it as an API contract with the design-first approach. Track changes with this technical document. Happy to share my personal notes taken during this API Days talk from Simon Harrer. Follow me to see more abstract about API Days events and data mesh principles. To remember, to learn, to improve your knowledge, our brains need to visualize a drawing. The channel patrickbross.tech, a simple way for you to draw a graph knowledge during a podcast, a video, a document drawing. Follow me. This is your machine learning as a drawing.